I'm going to now teach you marinated lamb chops. So circling back to the marinade, this is an oil-based marinade. So a generous drizzle of oil. In that, I'm going to add ginger paste. Now ginger goes in two forms, one in the paste form, and then I'm going to grate some ginger at the last. So ginger, I've got garlic paste, the red chili paste. In this, we add coriander stalks. And I've got ginger here, fresh ginger which I have peeled. Now because ginger is the star of the dish, I've already added some into a paste form. I like to also get the crunch and the bite of the ginger. So I'm then going to now grate the ginger. There we are. So we've got the ginger done. I'm also going to add lemon juice. So the lemon is very, very important. So a generous squeeze. I'm going to use 2 veggies here. So I would say approximately 3/4 tablespoon of lemon juice. And lastly, I'm going to add salt. So mix that together. And you can see the whole thing just becomes a beautiful, colorful, vibrant marinade. The oil, being neutral in flavor, absorbs all the flavors together. And to finish it off is going to be the garam masala powder. Again, use sparingly, not too much. It's literally going to be half a teaspoon of garam masala powder. Stir that together. I'm going to keep on the side and I'm going to start with my lamb chop. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the pieces into large chunks of meat with a single bone around it. Key is how you cut the lamb, because that gives you the nice little shapes of the bone. So I've got a lamb rack here. I'm starting with the thick side. So the thick side has got more meat around it. So I'm going to use only one bone. So I'm going to slice the lamb straight through. That's one. That's 2. And then when you get closer to the ends, I'm actually going to use 2 bones. And you take off the bone from the flesh. So use your tip of the knife. Let that work for you. Just go around the bone, get to the end, and you get nice, clean bones. So here we are. Now, lamb is quite a firm meat. This is still quite tender and a good quality lamb, but I'm going to make it even softer. And all you do is, I'm using things which you normally have at home. Not everybody has a meat hammer or a tenderizer and stuff like those. So I'm going to use my knife. I'm going to show you how to actually flatten the meat. So press the eye down on the palm of your hand. Press it down so it becomes slightly flat. And with the side of the knife, all you do is hammer it down. So you literally break down the meat, both sides. There we have. Okay, this is now done. I'm going to clear off my table. What I don't need, wipe my hands. Now coming back to the marinade, I am going to taste the marinade. So that is the base marinade. All I do now is basically lightly massage my lamb chops in the marinade. I just want them to seep in with the flavors. Like I said, this is from the Punjab side of India, North India, where they like the flavors quite intense and strong. So this is the base marinade. From this, you can make your own adaptations of what you want. You can add flavors, you can add things you want, you can change the protein, it can work well. The lamb chops have now gone into the marinade, and I'm going to make sure that the oil is around the lamb chops. This is now going to be cling filmed or wrapped up with a foil and kept in the fridge for at least 6 hours for it to absorb all the flavors. Now, although I have a lot of extra marinade here, what I will do is I'm going to just refresh my lamb chop, and that's very important because you want to recoat. A lot of the bottom of the lamb chops have more marinade because the oil has been there for a little longer. What you have to do now is basically move the lamb chops in the marinade so you coat each side. So it's got an even coat around it. The oil begins to cover it. All you're doing is literally refreshing your lamb chops and making it as before. It's been a nice marinade. You can already smell that. It smells quite nice. Now there is extra marinade and there's extra oil in this. What I would strongly recommend is when you're going to cook your lamb, you don't need all the marinade. You're going to remove most of it before you cook it. But all the excess marinade can be used for one more time. You can use it for a second time. All you would need to do is adjust the seasoning, maybe a little bit more salt if you want, and that is it. To start off, I'm going to heat up the pan. So all I'm doing is I'm going to mimic the heat of a hot tandoor. So I'm going to get my cast iron pan really hot. We check our pan. Our pan is nice and hot. I don't want it scorchingly hot. It's going to burn the exterior of my lamb chop, the marinade. I've got a lot of paste, which if I put into a hot pan will really burn it off. So for that, I'm going to drain off, or rather remove the excess marinade at this stage. And can you see the lamb? The color of the lamb, you see it's changed so nicely. In it goes. Second piece. Remove off all the excess. And the last one. Again, I want to emphasize, you do not use a lot of fresh herbs in this. You only use the stalks. If I put the coriander leaves, they would have got burned in the heat. Now, what am I looking at this stage? How do I know when should I turn the meat over? How do I know when the meat is cooked on one side? You watch the bottom of the lamb chop. You will see the color is going to change from being brownish. It begins to take on a caramel tone or a lighter, darker brown tone to it. And that tells you the meat is cooking. With poultry and fish, it's a lot easier because you can see the color change from being white to something else, or from being pink turning into opaque or into a white. So you know when to flip it over. But in this case, you got to watch the edges because the edges begin to bubble. Okay, let's have a quick look. Done. That's one. That's two. That's three. At this stage, I've reduced the heat down. The lamb is almost ready. All these five work together and give you the perfect result. I have extra marinade here. At this stage, I'm going to lightly baste my lamb with the marinade. Almost done. That's done, that's done. I'm going to now take it off and flip it over. Don't forget, it's a raw marinade. I need to flip it over for it to cook through. This one will cook a little more. And on the second side, okay, I'm going to now switch that over, cook the second side. This is almost ready to go. Again, that sizzle is because of the moisture from the marinade. That's enough time to cook it. I'm going to now put this onto a wire rack. I'm going to let that gently rest for a few minutes. You want the meat to rest because you want it to absorb the flavors and also for the meat to settle down. You just switch the heat off. The resting of the meat is very important because it breaks down the tissues. It makes it a bit more softer. If you have it straight from the pan or from the grill, it's going to be quite firm. You need to give it a few minutes, 3 to 4 minutes, for just to settle down. If you want, you can cover it with a silver foil to keep it nice and warm. Even that works fine. I'm going to use that as it is because I want you guys to see what I'm doing. There's a lot of flavor in this pan right now. Now, if I was doing it just for myself right now, I would have taken a piece of baguette or some nice crusty bread, sliced it, put it onto the pan, and all that flavor, all that oil, all that marinade is then going to stick onto your bread. All the fat is going to be absorbed by the nice soft bread and becomes even more flavorful. It becomes crispy on the outside, but it absorbs all the flavor from the pan. So that pan is going to be kept for me to try a little later on. But now coming back to this. This could be served as it is on its own with some nice chutney. We had the herb chutney, it goes extremely well. You can add some salad leaves, it works extremely well. You can have it on its own. You can have it with some rice, a bowl of dal. It is fantastic. We're now going to take the dish to the next level by actually crusting it with pistachio. Now, this is one of the dishes we have onto a tasting menu at the restaurants. So when we finish off the meal, we always end on a very high meaty note, and I always like to put lamb chops. So lamb chopped, crusted with pistachio. When you serve it to your guests, it is a really good closure onto your savory notes before your desserts kick in. So we've got the lamb. All you do is you press the lamb onto the crushed pistachio. It gives it a very nice coating on both sides and also the edges. So that's one. And the second one. So press it quite firmly, and also on the rounds or the edges of the pistachio, or the lamb, sorry. And press the pistachio onto the lamb. Make sure all the exposed area of the lamb are covered with the pistachio. Look at it. Absolutely looks delicious. And we have. So lamb chops are still warm. They're crusted with pistachio. And now the best part is we're going to actually assemble it the way we like to present it to our guest. Okay, in restaurants we have fancy molds or we have fancy gadgets to shape all our dishes. But this one I'm going to do you a very simple one. Now if you remember, we had done our garam masala roasted potatoes with mint and coriander. Now for me, potatoes with mint and coriander and lamb is amazing combinations. It's really a mash made in heaven. You can never go wrong. We have also done in the past, we have done mashed potato with spices. Even that works well. But I'm going to use the one I had made earlier, which I'm going to bring back on the table. Normally in restaurants, we have kind of a ring mold with steel, which you can actually shape your dishes around. Not many of you have it, so I'm not going to use it. I'm going to very simply and in a very rustic manner, I'm going to spoon in these potatoes, which I made earlier in my class. It is garam masala potatoes with fresh coriander and mint. I'm going to add that, or rather place that on the plate. Oh. Just make a little mountain of these yummy, crispy potatoes with a soft interior. Take some lamb chops. So I'm going to put one. I'm going to put two. And I'm in a very generous mood today. So I am going to put 3 lamb chops onto the plate. I'm now going to garnish my lamb chops and going to make it even more beautiful. My raita, which was yogurt with pomegranate and mint, again from my previous class. I'm going to spoon that on the side. A little garnish. I've got some pomegranate kernels, which I'm going to just drizzle or sprinkle them onto the dish. It just gives a very nice burst of colors. And lastly, some red vein sorrel leaves to bring out the beauty of the dish. Small little elegant touches. It really helps to elevate the plate. And a single piece now. There you have it. Marinated ginger lamb chops, crusted with pistachio, potatoes with mint and coriander, and a pomegranate raita. Fit for a king and a feast for me to enjoy now.